My name is Michael O'Sullivan. I'm the owner of Hub People. Hub People partners with various individuals and companies around the world to provide kind of dating solutions. So we have what you would call a private label platform that allows people to run dating sites in various markets around the world. So this year we've focused a lot more on trying to look at some kind of emerging technologies and see how we can apply them in the dating space. And AI, everyone talks about it, but not a lot of people don't practically understand it. But we actually found that we've been testing with AI a lot, and we think we'll see a much broader rollout of it next year. What we can do with AI, much in the same way on Netflix, you look at one film and you go, okay, it can recommend other things that might interest you. And the way it does that is it looks at a cohort of people who've chosen similar items to you, and then kind of tries to decide what did that cohort of people then choose next. So we're using that in a kind of algorithmically kind of matching up people. So if you spend a lot of time looking at redheads, this algorithm's going to tune you and show you more redheads. So a lot of what we're doing with AI is removing the traditional, I need to fill in fields and boxes to do searches, to give more kind of serendipity to users. So, oh my goodness, this app or this product magically knows kind of what I'm looking for within a couple of clicks. We're finding that there's so many applications that it's changing the way we think about things, where traditionally as an engineering development team, people looked at structured data and how do we put people into buckets. Whereas with AI, you can really just have a giant pool of tagged users, and you can play with them much more kind of organically and much more in the way that kind of human people's kind of brains work. So in terms of the focus for the next 5 years, I've seen a bifurcation of kind of approaches where some companies want to get you to meet up immediately and they're building apps purely around that, and then others are trying to keep you on their platform longer. We've focused, certainly over the last 7-8 years, of always trying to build dating products in areas where there's natural communities of people. And our sites contain public spaces where people can blog and talk and discuss various issues. And we find that certainly from a dating products perspective, it helps if people, even if they meet somebody, they still feel part of a community. And I think that's playing out, that people are increasingly spending more of their times in somewhat virtual or online environments. And I think that's probably going to grow. And obviously, certain people will want to meet up, but I think to be successful, you need to also provide a solution to people who just want to hang out and make friends, in addition to just finding relationships. The kind of mainstream market is fairly saturated at the moment as far as dating kind of solutions go. But I think we feel as a company there's a lot to be done in capitalizing on some of these communities that we're building, or other kind of niche kind of dating products. So the ability to offer a site that caters for a particular group of people. So we've seen a lot of growth in the LGBTQ kind of communities over the last 12 months. And that was pretty much from a kind of fairly standing start. But in any areas where there's a natural affinity in terms of interests or the livelihoods or the day-to-day experiences of people in a certain group or in a certain community are similar, you can bring them together and you can retain them as happy, communicating adults in a way that you can't if you just offer a very generic kind of hookup site or a Tinder style experience.